Lost luggage again? Damn it! You land. You go to the baggage claim. Everyone else gets their luggage. Yep, you don't. Now what? And let's take a moment and let's sip on that. This episode was brought to you by North Star. So I got curious. Not angry, not dramatic, curious. Because when something feels common, doesn't mean it actually is. We at DNA, we looked at the published data, the multiple reporting cycles, global aviation summaries, industry handling statistics, and on to check out what the data showed us. And, well, we were surprised. Commercial aviation moves roughly 4.5 to 5 billion passengers per year worldwide. That is the starting point. Wow. Now, not everyone checks luggage, but industry reporting consistently estimates 40 to 50% of us check at least one bag. That puts global checked baggage movement at roughly about 2 billion bags per year. Wow. 2 billion physical objects. That is a lot. That's about 5.5 million bags per day. Over 200,000 bags per hour. That's incredible. Thousands per minute. I digress. Now, before we talk about lost, we need that context. This system moves billions. The right question isn't, does it ever fail? The right question is, how often does it fail per 1,000 bags? Well, across multi-year global reports, the overall mishandling rate consistently lands around 6 to 7 bags per 1,000 checked bags. That is pretty good. That means roughly 994 bags out of every 1,000 arrive normally. That is the baseline. Wow. Now here's where perception gets distorted. Mishandled does not automatically mean permanently lost. No, it doesn't. It includes delayed, damaged, misrouted, and, of course, lost. Out of every 1,000 checked bags, roughly 4 to 5 are just delayed. Crazy. This is the biggest category of all. It's a misconnection. It was on the next flight. It just arrived later. It just arrived later than you did. Then roughly 1 per 1,000 is damaged. You hear that? 1 per 1,000 is damaged. Broken wheels, cracked cases. Now, permanent loss. Long-term reporting averages roughly 1 bag per 2,000 checked, not per flight, not per airport, across billions, and I mean billions of movements. Statistically, it is rare compared to a simple delay. Scale those rates. If airlines move 2 billion bags and 7 per 1,000 have issues, that's 14 million mishandled bags per year. That sounds like a big number, doesn't it? That sounds massive, but compared to nearly 2 billion successfully delivered, wow, it's a small percentage. At a huge scale. Millions feel big. Billions are bigger. That is scale distortion. Mishandling rates are consistently higher on connecting flights and itineraries. Why? Complexity. Every connection adds handling. Unload, sort, transfer, reload. More steps equals more exposure. Not because somebody is careless, not always, but because probability increases with complexity. Now that's complex in itself. Your bag doesn't appear, you file a report. That report ties your bag to an international tracing system. It is sophisticated. Most delayed baggage is located and returned within 24 to 48 hours. Permanent loss is the last resort. Again, 1 in only 2,000 is actually lost. Here's something most people missed. Check bags are tracked. Carry-ons are not. Now, separate those two. Major airport reports tens of thousands lost property items every year. Millions of those are forgotten items globally. It shows one thing clearly. Human forgetfulness operates at a scale too. What about the cruise lines, we said? Well, let's go into there too. They're not centralized and they don't have a global per 1,000 stats, but reports showing mishandling is much lower. Why? The system is simpler. Fewer handoffs, less complexity. Most cruise ships, while their luggage issues actually start with the airline portion of the trip, not the ship itself. That surprised us too. So what did we actually learn? Quite a lot, to be honest with you. Massive scale, airports. Low mishandling per 1,000 bags, impressive. And most issues are delays, not disappearance. Connections, increase exposure. And no drama, just pattern recognition here. And that, my friends, is another wider lens look from D&N. By the way, I now do shorts. In the meantime, keep your coffee warm. We'll see you next Sunday at 10 a.m. Cheers.